Hello! Super excited for today's Builder Open Mic demo. So today's the second in the series. We're gonna be for those of you that didn't join the previous one. The way that this is set is we're bringing on a few awesome developers building in the SWE ecosystem. We're going to be introducing they're going to be introducing their project. We're going to be asking them a few questions. Of course, any questions you want to ask, just shoot them in the chat. I'll pick them up and I'll join them to you. And as we kind of like see everything that's been built, we also have a really awesome guest with us tonight. We have Link. Link is it's a DeFi protocol that's been built within the Nigerian ecosystem for Africa, and then hopefully this is going to be leading us to a broader really cool things that they're building. They're going to be letting us know, of course, what they're building and shooting us through the project itself. So before we get moving, obviously to introduce myself, for those that don't know me, I'm Philip/Panic, community manager at SWE Foundation. And one thing that I've been really excited to showcase is all the developers that have been building over the past months on SWE. We have a we have a load of them that have been doing an amazing job on all the types of verticals, and this series is for you guys to see what's been built. One cool thing I want to request is we do have people that are joining us, and that is really cool. Is like we obviously choose people from the ecosystem that we know, but this is also an open mic session. What that means is once we're done with everyone that wants to join, please just post in the chat if you just want to jump on, for you guys like that have the courage. Again, remember, this is a very open space, safe space for everyone to showcase what you're building. Doesn't matter if it's small, big, it's just an idea, it's just a few questions you want to put out, doesn't matter. DM the SWE Community X for that you want to join us, and they'll give you the link to the restream, so you can join us once again we're done. With all the amazing developers that we're going to be showcasing today. There are going to be 4 in total. So please, 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 if you have something to showcase to us, whatever that is, small or big, it's a really good place for us to kind of showcase what any one of you is building. So again, as I said, safe place. This is for all of the amazing community around the SWE ecosystem. For all of you that are building, again, building is something that is going to be happening uh, in at every level for everyone. So again, to DM the SWE Community X account and let them know that you're interested to showcase your project. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first developer, George Goldman with Morthprox. George is one of our amazing developers in Nigeria, specifically at the SWE Hub. He's been teaching and educating a lot of the young minds, the young Nigerian minds around the SWE ecosystem, not only in Lagos where the SWE Hub is, which he is at right now, but of course all around Nigeria too. Hopefully, we're going to be pushing George to run more of these educational series further out from Nigeria, hopefully for the rest of Africa, as we kind of bring more of these beautiful minds in the ecosystem and we continue building. But of course, George isn't just a teacher; he's also a builder himself. So, George, love to get up to you. Just give us a few thoughts of who you are. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you for a long time, so we don't have to intro you to me, but I'd love you to introduce yourself to the ecosystem and our community here. Who you are, what you're building, and what brings you to this lovely space.
Hello, guys. As he has already said, my name is George Goldman John Yedikachi. So what I do practically DevRel for Swell Campus and as well as a developer ambassador, right, for the Sweet community. So primarily what I do is to get people on track as fast as they should go, and so they will start pushing in profitable or scalable stuff as dApps on the network. Yeah, so primarily I'm here with one of the toy that I think can actually change the scope of what is it called security or in terms of privacy on the stack. So the project is just a little project, but then I know that it's going to address a lot of issues, right? It's actually called Motherbox. So yeah. So I will you know sharing my screen right away so you guys can see the beautiful lady or the pink lady actually. All right. So yeah, this mother box, as you can see, it's primarily a decentralized security layer that sits directly on top of motherbox, and it utilizes this cryptographic strength of seal to actually help you get cryptographic key in terms of NFTs. So what this primarily does here is in terms of highly sensitive informations, right? Sensitive information such as your legals, such as your medical information, such as military informations. A motherboard is that perfect layer that you have to pass your files or your information through down to the world's decentralized storage. So what we're doing with motherbox is quite simple. I know a lot of persons will ask me a question. I think there's already seal by motherbox. So what we do here is actually providing encryption not just on an environment, but then we're providing encryption on your device, your native device. So we're actually encrypting whatever you want to encrypt on your phone. So we actually have motherbox actually in CLI, and that's what we had out in our V2. But currently we have motherbox in the cloud. So I and my team have been trying to get the cloud up and running for like the past few weeks. But then, by the grace of God, in the nearest week, we'll be done with that. So I'll start up to just show you little things that we've been able to do or build up with the Motherbox Cloud, right? So what we want to do here is want to give you every level of trust so that you understand that your encryption is managed by you and you alone, regardless of the fact that your encryption key will be encrypted by seal, and it will be the encryption key will be actually still used to what's it called, to encrypt whatever file I want to encrypt, but right there on your device before leaving, right, to Whereas. So I'm going to connect my wallet now, and
So as we connect here again, obviously, if you want to share any of your questions or feedback, please just post them in the chat. I'll pick them up and I'll shoot them to George immediately as we run through this demo. Again, if there are any questions that you have, as I said before, just run them through. I'll pick them up and I'll shoot them to our developers. George, go ahead. This was awesome.
yeah, cool. So yeah, so this is the dashboard. So primarily what we have here is I was supposed to run you through the plan of how you're supposed to manage your files. Let's assume this to be Google Drive or Dropbox. But then we're not just doing that. We are taking it one step further. We're not just leveraging on the fact that it's on chain. But then what we're doing here is we're giving the flexibility of sharing file in a very secure manner. So imagine in your Google Drive or your Dropbox or whatever that you're using to share your file and stuff, you worry about adding crazy amount of people to a file and adding them. But here you can simply just create an NFT, which is your key that you can actually use to encrypt those files, right? And then you can actually bundle this that you have, you can transfer it to any address, any wallet address, right? So when you transfer these keys, which are actually NFTs, to the direct address that you want them to have ownership over, like the file that you want. So these guys can have hands on this, and seamlessly, you also have to transfer your files to them. So you have this sort of security whereby you're dealing with the chain, you're having a decentralized storage to store whatever file you want, but at the same time, it's still secure because fine, the key generation happens on client here. You can actually generate any key, right? So we have just three algorithms supported for you to generate key and also encrypt a file. But then all this happens here, but there is an additional thing, right? For instance, let me use this and I put a password for this, right? Let me just call this pass, right? And put the secret here and encrypt. So what happens is not just an encryption, but then seal on the other hand, C comes in. I wish I can share the title of my screen right now. Um, so share the title of my screen first. So part of my screen is not there. It's not set. Right. Okay.
Right.
Um,
So as we're running through this, George, oh, there we go. So as we're running through this as well, like one thing that I'd love to also talk about is, what gave you the inspiration to run through this? Like, why build this?
all right, cool. Yeah, good, very good question. All right. So as it's secure the key with seal, I'll explain that. So it's very simple. We're in the hacker house at Abuja, and the the team that built Swimmail were trying to use Dusky as a then, and it was so difficult for them. As at that point, I was actually the dev rep for Small Campus, so it was my responsibility to let them understand how to use Dusky and for them to be with it. But they were finding issues. But then that was at the point where Seal was newly being built and it was on the testnet. So with all these sprints running for the hackathon and trying to get this out, so I was thinking, had it been there is sort of like a simple security tool that is just on chain that anyone can simply use, and whatever you do there can actually be verified on chain, that would make more sense. So I decided to do this, and not just that, taking advantage of the fact that Waros is a guy that is very fast and provides you with very low gas fee. That implies that it's a centralized storage, you don't have anything to lose, and at the same time you're spending less money to save a lot of file. So I decided, oh, this is a very actually nice stuff, nice infrastructure to build on top, whatever security layer you want to be. So that's what gave rise to Motherbox. So yeah, I
Awesome.
have another key again called pass. So this key I can actually transfer it to any address I want to have is access to. Now these are actually files that I've actually encrypted earlier on with different encryption algorithm. So I can decide to also transfer all these files as well. And this is on the UI where you can actually encrypt the file. So from here you can choose whatever algorithm you want. But then I only have algorithm for AES, so that implies that I can only see the keys available, and also have algorithm for ECC, so I can see the keys available, right? So not taking much of our time. So this is just the little of it. I would have done a lot of stuff using the cloud of Motherbox, but then it's actually currently still under development. And yeah, so by the special grace of God, before the most runs out, I think some persons that are interested in this piece of my toy can actually make use of it on the testnet. Yeah, so I think that's all
Nice.
for me. Yeah.
Um, so I think the burning question that I'm going to be asking everyone here is: so when is this? Do you think is going to be going to mainnet? What are the steps
Yeah,
that you need before this is launched?
yeah, very important question. So based on our roadmap, I and my team, we're supposed to actually have a mainnet solution for Motherbox for Q1. That Q1 and close from January to March. So March before the middle of February, we're supposed to be having a mainnet project from Motherbox where you can simply come and upload whatever you want to upload, share whatever key you want to share upload very sensitive information, and you're less perturbed about losing it. And but then there's a pick here, so it's going to come with a subscription. So we'll decide to run a subscription model in order to keep good interaction or have our user base stay with us. Yeah, thank you.
Nice, got it. So we should be seeing it soon in this case. I know that
Yeah,
a lot of these cybersecurity stuff are going to lead a lot of audit to happening as well. So good luck with that, George. And again, thank you so much for joining us. And again, for those of you,
yeah,
if you want to reach out, of course, please post in the socials here. We can reach out to any of these developers, asking for any further questions that you want within their DMs, and of course, trying out the product as well. So thanks. Thanks, George. Appreciate the time.
yeah.
So there we have the. So with George Goldman, we have with Motherbox the first product showcasing today. And for those of you that joined us, I want to also push out one quick thing that I said before is that for anyone that wants to showcase their project, because this is an open mic, as I said, it's an open mic day. We host these once per month with projects that are be building on SWE, and of course we want to showcase any of the viewers that are coming in that want to show what they're building. They can of course DM the X community, the SWE community on X, and we can DM them that you want to show your project, and then they will bring you online once we are done with the projects, with the 4 projects that we're showcasing today. Awesome. So for our next guest, we have Ransom. Cyber. We'll put Cyber. Cyber, you'll be our next guest. Hey, Cyber, how you doing? So quick notes from Cyber from my
I'm
end.
good.
So is one of our developers from Nigeria. Cyber has been for about a year and a half now. One of our prominent developers in Nigeria. He also works with the Free Dummies team, with a few cool projects there too. But of course, Cyber has also been building an amazing project. I don't want to give too much now. Cyber will run through it. For me, it's very important because it has to do a lot with the education. Education for me is important because it's how we're going to establish a strong ecosystem of developers, and that's where it starts. And Cyber has been working on this because he is also an educator and a trainer in Nigeria. Been traveling all over the country to kind of showcase Move. He does all the workshops. He's going to be doing some boot camps for sure after, and also been participating in all the hackathons as well. So yeah, enough for me. Cyber, please, and introduce us who you are. And of course,
Okay, jam guys. My name is Cyber, and I've been on Free for like a year now, and it's been great actually. And I think I've went to like 9 states or 11 states teaching the move language, so it's been fun, right? And so doing this, I noticed something. I, Ruru and Sally, right? We noticed that there was like a problem with these developers or these aspiring developers. Yes, they want to learn, but some of the resources are not like presented in a way that they can easily assimilate and all of that. So we decided like, to bring like a solution that's kind of like easy for them to easily like flow with and easily understand, right? And breaking that down, we came with the concept of Move by Practice, which is like a platform for learning. I don't know, is it cool if I share my screen right now? Is it cool if I share my screen right now?
yes. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay,
Share your
yeah,
screen,
sure.
and as you're talking, talk your way through your project as well. And of course, as I said, Cyber has he's been making a project that is very close to what he's really good at, which is of course developing and showcasing a lot of the educational material to other members as well. So there we have it.
Cool. Yeah, okay. So now what we have here is by practice. Basically, it's a platform where you learn by basically practicing, right? So now it's not just about practicing the code; it's about how it's being presented actually. So let me just give you a walkthrough of the site. So it's like pretty straightforward. We have all this, and so one thing here, the problem which you notice is that some students they don't have PCs, right? They don't have PCs, but they want to learn, right? So what we did is it's where the platform so people can actually code on their phones, on their mobile browsers, all of that, right? So everything all in one platform, so they can write their codes. So not actually that technical. So we broke the move book exactly, like broke it down and brought out some key courses where they can like want to learn and easily learn actually. So these are some of them here. So if I should let me point and show you what it looks like. So this is like the first one. So now this is like the first thing on here. So now the idea is we use the Bloom's taxonomy, right? One way is making sure everyone can learn, even as little as a 6-year-old child can actually learn on the platform. So that's the goal, to make everyone, all age groups be able to learn move language, right? That's what we're trying to do. So now we broke down the concept into a very, very easy and understandable way. And one thing which we added, because I'm a self-taught programmer, right? I believe in learning on my own, right? So one thing which we integrated here is like an AI tutor where they can easily click on and it will bring up an AI voice agent that actually just get context of the page itself, right? So like if I should, I don't know, like, because of the course, so it like affects everything. But when you click on this, it brings up an AI agent that actually context of the exact model. Now students can actually interact with this model, like kind of like a tutor they can have 247 without having to rely on any tutor anywhere, right? So that's the idea, making sure everyone can learn on their own, right? That thing. So one more thing which you added, right? I don't want to like waste too much time here. Is the live classes section where people can do like kind of like this space here, right? You can have tutors from anywhere in the world stream classes on the platform, right? So we're selling three key things here. The first one is okay. I won't call it the first one. I won't call it part of this. The first one is like making the move concept so easy that even the 6-year-old can understand, right? That's one thing which we did. And the second thing which we did is making sure there's a 247 AI tutor that has context of move language that is able to answer questions, right? That's the second thing. So everyone has an access to a personal tutor. And the next thing is the ability for people to run codes on their browser. So typically you have to like install Sui and install Suite, then after like run that might takes a lot of time sometimes, depending if you're using like a Windows PC. So make sure everything runs on the browser. And we had the inspiration from BitLabs IDE, which is like a platform for writing with language. So that's what we got inspiration from. So that and the live classes. So we can have DevRels come and teach, right? And Philip could even teach the move course. That's
Awesome.
the AI.
One thing, sorry.
So that was the AI like coming through.
Awesome.
Okay.
So one thing I want to ask here is, so we have like I can see that we have two, I think three separate products in one right now. So we have, of course, the lessons. These lessons are just for people to learn, and again, they mimic kind of the workshops that we already do around the world. The workshops currently, the way that they're done, they're 5 modules. These modules take you through what Sui, what Move is, minting your first NFT, downloading the CLI, of course, minting the NFT, and then building your first app. Of course, then we have more, which is the boot camps, and Cyber and the team have been doing this, so they've accustomed a lot of the practices from the workshops to this. And then, of course, we have um, the let's get gamified type of lessons. So I know you're going to be building a product where people, as they learn and they progress, like Duolingo in a way, right? They can continue learn in a gamified fashion. And of course, the live sessions. Live sessions is important because we've been very focused of the past 5 months on running workshops offline because we believe that offline is a better way for the student with a teacher and of course student with student to connect. These relationships are very important because this is what keeps you not only going and learning but also motivated as well, because of course you learn your peers, they're all at the same level, and then you kind of move forward. The live sessions is important because it kind of takes that offline mode and then it creates like the more online sessions as well, which helps us scale faster to more places too. Um, and of course, the dashboard is a great place. As I said before, it kind of intertwines with the Duolingo stuff. So, Cyber, couple of questions here, similar to George. The first one is, when do you think this can go live? And the second one is, what do you think is going to the second iteration going to look like? So, are you guys building anything else apart from these things? And what are your thoughts on like the V2?
Okay. Okay. So we need this out as soon as possible, actually. So this month is coming out this month. Definitely this month's coming out this month. So we have like a wait list coming out like next week to have people like fill in and just get like the hype around it. So that's the first stage. And the V2 for the V2, right? For now, we're still like optimistic though. So we're gonna have I think these features for now, this is what we have for now. But like depending on suggestions or depending on requests from yeah, we're gonna have like messaging, right? To allow people. Okay, there's down is also there, so in the live class they can like text on the live classes. So but depending on the request from the community, we'll add more features. But for now, we're just focused on these features now.
Awesome. Of course, we had of course, an amazing Christian Thompson with a question here on if the Builder Forge team is aware. Just context: the Builder Forge team is a team that has been already in 9 countries. There are amazing educators from the Misted Labs folks, and the Builder Forge team are not 100% aware of this. We've mentioned that we're building this with the Nigerian folks. Of course, Cyber was also part of the bootcamp that they taught, and the idea is that we're going to be bringing this to the Builder Forge team, and we're going to be, as we start thinking about how the release goes, to kind of walk through all the audit it, and of course walk through it as Cyber and the team slowly want to release this to the broader scope of things. We wanted to do, of course, a soft release originally, but before that, we want the Builder Forge team to go through the whole project and give their feedback. Very important. So Cyber, one other thing, Cyber, is how is this integrating? How can we connect this with the current offline workshops that we do? And will there be any connections essentially? We're doing all these workshops globally, worldwide. Will this will the that will people entering the workshops have any extra motivation to join Glide, or is it going to be it's just going to be working in parallel?
Okay, so typically the idea was to make it work together, right? I mean, after these offline classes, would expect the students to want to learn on their own. So this is what
Hmm.
comes after offline classes, right? Okay, they're done learning. They don't like, okay, let me get this concept more. So this is where it comes in. So it's supposed to go hand in hand. You can call it sequential, right? So after the offline classes, this is what like keeps them in check, like monitor their progress. So why that's why I want to have like a profile to allow them monitor their activity, what they've been doing, to keep up with their coding and all of that. So it's more like a support to the offline classes to make it even much more effective, much more tracked, much more monitored. That's what having this.
Gotcha. Perfect. Awesome. So we're going to be, we have a lot of conversations to do this internally. This is an amazing project because it's something that we've been looking for and working with the team for a while now, getting all the information that they have, both from the bootcamp and the workshops, to kind of build this. And as Cyber said, it's very important for those developers that have gotten a taste of how to code and move, kind of taking them further down the rabbit hole. Of course, we have more touch points, which are the boot camps, advanced boot camps coming soon, and hackathons. But this is more for the educational purposes. So, Cyber, thanks again for showcasing this to us. Of course, always appreciate having you with us as well. Any last thoughts before we close out?
No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you as well.
You're good. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Cyber. Cool. Awesome. So that's our second developer for the day. So our third developer is Ransom. Ransom is another developer that's coming in from our plethora of educators in Nigeria. And Ransom as well, like Cyber and like George, travels around the country and educates beautiful Nigerian minds in how, of course, the workshops, and he was also part of the boot camp with the Builder Forge team to kind of showcase a lot of the um, amazing things that you can do with this product, right? Um, but of course, as always, they are both teachers, but they're of course developers. Ransom, without further ado, please give us a few thoughts of who you are, and of course, show us your beautiful project.
All right, hello guys. I'm Ransom. Funny name. Yeah. So I'm one of the developer in Nigeria that's travel around to do workshops. Yeah. I also participated in the bootcamp and I've been building on Sway for quite a long time, for like a year. So I'm currently building Pingu. So Pingu is actually a very nice project. It's kind of includes almost all the Swiss stack. So I'm going to share my screen. I have a little slide.
Nice. So as you build through this slide, also let us know like what inspired you to build this, and why are you building this right now?
All right. So the name of this application is Pingu, right? So I noticed that over 4 million people attend events monthly. I got the statistics of the amount of people that attend events monthly, and whenever they attend events, they struggle to exchange contacts and remember contacts. They give out, probably some people give out business card and it gets lost, and probably sharing contacts takes a lot of time, right? Let's say I attend an event and I meet Philip. um, Trying to collect contact details takes a lot of time, so I found a way to make it very very seamless, and I integrated a couple of Swiss stack. So basically, the solution is I created an application that makes networking very seamless. So basically, all what you need to do is to sign in, and when you sign in, you put in your contact information, whether X, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all you need to do is when you meet someone, you just show them a QR code, and basically all your information is exchanged, right? Uh, so networking doesn't really have to be hard, right? I've had situations whereby I meet someone and after networking with the person, I do save the person's number, but maybe after a while I find it hard to locate or reach the person. Probably I forgot the person's name, but with Pingu, you can just go to the app and you see the person's bio and every detail. So, right. So how it works is the flow is quite simple. So you sign in. So we use ZK login. We use Enoki. So you can actually use your Web2 provider to use the application. So all you need to do, you can use your Apple or Google or Facebook to sign in. Then you set up your profile, and your profile gets stored on Walrus. And you don't have to worry about security because we use seal to encrypt your data. So only the person you share your contacts with have access to your data, right? So all you need to do is to scan the QR code and you share your data. So basically, we have a secondary feature whereby we use NFC, we integrate NFC. So you don't even need to scan QR, you just need to uh, jam your phone and your contacts, and all your details get shared to another person. So the technical part is your data gets stored on Walrus. So when you scan or you tap, your blob ID is shared to that person, and your blob ID is exchanged. So yeah, so it makes networking so simple. So I have a simple demo here, right? So this is what the app looks like. I have a simple video here, right? So you have a simple onboarding screen that kind of gives you an overview of what the application does.
This is great. So it's going to be another chatting system for us to showcase. And what is the as we're kind of going through this, why is this? What is the benefits of this being on chain?
Yeah, so basically, we have other applications and other guys doing this stuff. But the problem is when they get your data, they sell your data for advertisement, or your data, they are usually not secure. But basically, for this, your data is stored on Walrus and it is encrypted with seal. Unlike the normal Web2 situation whereby they can sell your data for ads and use your data to do whatever they want, right? So yeah. We also have this feature whereby you can, once you've uploaded your profile on Walrus, it also get stored, it will be stored on chain. So we integrated CNS, so you can use your CNS to look up your profile, someone's profile information. That's if you want to. So, yeah. So basically, the demo, yeah, you just add your contact information, you add your picture, yeah, then you write a quick bio about yourself. Well, I'm a designer. Then you can use QR code, yeah, to share your information, and you don't have to basically call out your phone number or your handle. So it happens seamlessly.
Awesome. This is really great. What is the so what is the timeline for launch on this? Like what are the blockers that you're looking at, and what are the next steps? How does iteration 2 look like?
All right, so the app is production ready, right?
Hmm.
So we just basically need to upload it to the App Store or Play Store so that the public would get access to it. We also have a marketing strategy whereby um, we make people at events to actually use it. So one cool thing about it is that when you network with someone, we call it ping. When you ping with someone, you get like a point, right? And we have a leaderboard, so we can actually engage people at events to use it to network. So first of all, we can push it to the App Store or Play Store within a week or two, and we'll get ahead to market. Then subsequently, we can add other features.
Awesome. Um, I love the way that it's built, and I love the whole ping narrative too. I've pinged you. I think we've used that many times, but it's good to put it behind also a brand as well. It's also very smart. Ransom, best of luck with the launch. Of course, whenever you do, please ping all of us here to. That was please ping us all to ping you, so that we can try out the app. And of course, the most important thing is give feedback on every single app that we've seen today, and we're going to see further on. I think one of the best things that we can do as a community is give honest feedback to all our developers on how they can make the app better, more efficient, and more user focused. Thank you, Ransom. So for our last but not least developer that we want to be showcasing today, we want to they're not here at the moment. Okay, so we'll push them on a bit later because we want to showcase a unfortunately they had some technical issues. We wanted to showcase Link, but that's fine. um what I'd love to push is if there's anyone here that wants to kind of like DM or have any questions. So a couple questions that we have here is, of course, there's someone that is creating a waste exchange ecosystem where we turn waste to value through incentivize environmental cleanup. The question is are there best ways of distributing the tokens to reach users, and how can we get more people to join the Sui ecosystem and use the tokens? I think the best way here, in my at least, again, I'm not a very technical person, but we've done all the marketing stuff. One of the best ways that we can do is, of course, showcase this in spaces like these on what you want to build. We have a lot of our core community joining these spaces and looking at what everyone is building. So it's very important to come on stage, show what you're building, get honest feedback, and then the next stages after that is once you have the honest feedback, start launch it into testnet, get a few KPIs set, and then once you're ready, run into mainnet. Again, unless you need a few auditing or audit credits, which is another kind of thing that we're looking into, and then kind of move forward down the line. The Sui community is a very open community, so that's very important for us to kind of work together and build these projects. That's the reason why we have these open mic days. So any kind of systems that you want to showcase, please use these platforms to do that. So we have Daniel here with us. We have Link. Link is a project that I'm very looking forward with. Link is a project that has been worked on for about 6 to 8 months now, if I'm not mistaken. They've come from our Sui on Campus student club funnel. Our Sui on Campus student club is Sui on Campus is one of our partners that we work with in Nigeria, where they go to the campuses, the universities around the country, and they try and they use workshops and boot camps to try and leverage the beautiful minds that are there to learn more about Move. So what that happens, what we try to do here is as we are using these workshops to showcase to people what to build, then we have of course people that want to build. Awesome. So what we do is that we have hackathons, we have ideathons. Ideathons is essentially taking, it's kind of what we're doing here in a way, right? It's, well, this is more a show and tell, but it's more about taking possible ideas. Like we have a subject, and then around that subject we have ideas that people push, so that we can incentivize and also showcase to up and coming developers, and inspire them on what they can build or what the community would like to see. So it's more of like an inspirational point of view. Unfortunately, Daniel has been having some issues. That's fine. If that's not if Daniel come along, we're going to do this again anyway. We're going to be doing more things around Link. If you haven't seen Link, Link is one of the first. It's one of the places where you can easily on and off ramp your Naira, in this case, which is the Nigerian coin. From any kind of stable coin, and it's very fast. This is very important because especially in Nigeria, it's people, especially in the north, which is it's a really cool use case. We have a lot of farmers and a lot of people kind of wanting to kind of sell their goods. What better use case to do this with is it with crypto, with stablecoins? So what Link is helping here is they're helping that fast off and on ramping, so people can trade their goods and people can trade with each other. So it's a fast and easy trade system that has been built for the Nigerian ecosystem. And then the plan, of course, would be to move this to the broader scope of Africa and then hopefully worldwide. It's very important to build this at a interim state because there's a lot of issues, legislative and technical issues that you might face, of course, from the audit and auditing as well. Um, as we wait for Daniel to kind of bring on, is there any kind of other question that we have? So we have a quick question: have any more questions? Nope. Cyber, a question to Cyber is Move for building on only Sui or on all blockchain? So Glide, the project that Cyber is building, is going to be only for Sui. We're going to be showcasing Move there, and then what we'll do, because as we all know, we have the full stack, which is very important. So Move is going to be kind of a first one, and then we're going to be integrating, of
Ah,
course, Walrus. We're going to be integrating, of course,
mm,
the
do
RZK
re mi fa
RZK
sol.
login and Oki, Seal, of course, for encryption, and then Nautilus, which is going to be for security as well, and for anything else that we build as well. So, Daniel,
Yeah.
great
Hi.
to have you with us today. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Thank you for having. So, I'd love for you to kind of introduce Link to us. Maybe you can also run us through the project and talk us through, how did this project come to be? Why are you building it? And how does it look like now that you're alive?
Okay. So, I'm starting off. I'm Daniel Theo. That
Sorry,
with
guys. I think we're
stable
still having
coins,
some
people were
technical issues. Daniel, I think you're having a few connection issues. We're seeing you go in and out. So, yeah. Sorry, Daniel. Unfortunately, we're having a few, as you said, a few technical issues. Anyway, this things happens. We're all online, so technology can be a bit hard sometimes. That's okay. That's cool. Again, as I said, like if we can't make it today in this session, you'll be hearing more about Link down the line. Um, and of course from the team as well as we as they're continuing to build. Okay, again, I know there's one thing that I wanted to stress again is like if any one of you that's in the crowd want to showcase your project, please DM the Sui community on X. Let them know that you're interested in taking part, and they'll bring you online. Now, if you're not ready to showcase because you're not comfortable or you don't have something that is set and you'd be more comfortable doing it for the next time, please nevertheless ping the Sui community X and DM them with your project, and then what we can do is we can showcase to you on the next for the next time. We'll be running these monthly. If we see that there are more people that want to showcase and there is more traction, then we can do this more often, right? Like we're here. The whole point about this is to showcase more of the builders that are building on the Sui community. So I mean, timeline doesn't really matter for me. All I care about is if we have interested people that are interested, please, we want to give you the time and space. Like I said, this is a safe space for everyone to kind of join, get inspired by anything that is being built, and of course, kind of help each other, build a bit more. So I think, unfortunately, we had some technical issues, but that's fine. As I said, these things happen. So I think we're going to end it up a bit early today. Thank you again to our project that have been built. Just for a quick recap as well, we had Cyber showing us Glide. Glide, of course, being a new educational tool that is being built for the Move ecosystem with the workshops. We had Ransom. Ransom was showing us Ping. Ping is the new WhatsApp, let's say, or Viber, or whatever else chat system that you want to say that's going to be on chain. And of course, last but not least, we had George bringing Motherbox, which is the new security tool that he's building on as well. If you want to ping these guys, please just ping them in the chat. We'll be giving you guys all their information to DM them with any ideas or feedback that you have with their project. Of course, if you wanted to work with them or just try it out. For me, that's it. I hope everyone here has a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Stay safe. Stay for those in the northern hemisphere. Stay warm. Those in the southern hemisphere, enjoy your summer and enjoy it wherever you are in this world. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.